Hello, biology folks. Welcome to week 8. We're going to go over in this video the assignments that are coming to you for week 8 in biology. This is the second to last week before fall break, and so we want to get you set up for fall break, which is what I'm going to talk about a little bit right now. So here's how this works. We have week 8 and we have week 9, and then you get a week off for fall break. The tricky part about this is that on week 9, you end the week on Friday and your fall break starts. So I'm assuming that you're not going to turn in any work on Saturday, Sunday, and then that Monday. So I'm going to make everything due, not this week, but the next week on Friday. So we're going to be starting a project. It's going to be due on Friday next week. So you're going to get kind of like a week and a half instead of 2 full weeks. We are going to take notes this week. That is due this week. But the project is going to expand this week and next week. So you definitely want to get started on it this week. And it'll be due not this coming Friday, but the Friday after that. And then that way you can go into fall break knowing you've got all your biology work done. And I'm not assigning any work over your fall break. My philosophy is you work hard when we're on and you relax and take a break when you are off. And so I plan to do the same thing as that. So we're going to get over that. We're going to go over those assignments right now. Again, the project is not due this week. It's due next week, but you got to get started on this week. Now, check-in meetings this week. The check-in meeting on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be taking notes. Those notes are going to be very important for you to understand the project. That's going to be your first assignment this week, which we'll go over in a second. And then on Wednesday and Thursday's check-in meeting, we're going to be going over the project details and getting you started with breaking down food webs into energy pyramids. And then next week, we'll work a little bit more on food webs to energy pyramids and get you to turn that in by Friday. So that is what we got going on. So let's run down and go take a look at the actual work for the week. So when you go to the online notebook, what are you going to see? Not that. You're going to see this, week 8, energy flow and nutrient recycling. That'll be what our notes are on. So now that we're starting to get into the biology of things, last week we talked about climate and how climate affects the life on the planet and how we're going to talk about climate change later this semester. It's very important now to start learning about, like, we're not going to talk about just animals. Like, I figure you guys know those kinds of things from middle school and stuff. What are we going to get into is the relationship as far as how energy flows through an ecosystem, and then how are the nutrients recycled through an ecosystem. So this week and next week, we're more focused on energy flow. When we come back from fall break, we'll start talking about the recycling of nutrients and how is it that, we've already talked about water getting recycled, but there's also carbon gets recycled, nitrogen gets recycled, phosphorus gets recycled, and stuff like that. So, but right now, energy flow is where we're at. The project is going to deal with taking a food web to an energy pyramid, and that is listed below as well. So 2 things. First thing that you need to turn in this week are the notes from Monday and Tuesday. I will put a copy of them on the online notebook after we're done on Tuesday. The second thing this week is not to be turned in this week. Notice it says right here, due Friday, October 2nd. So it's not due this week. You have a whole nother week to work on it, but you should not be waiting till next week to start it. You should start doing the work on it this week. I'm going to be shooting you a food web through Jupyter. Not everybody's getting the exact same food web. You'll get your food web through a Jupyter message from me later this week. But I don't want to send you the food web until we've talked about the project. So we'll talk about the project on Wednesday and Thursday. I'll probably shoot you the food web after class on Wednesday and Thursday, and then you can get working on it. All right, so assignment number 1, like I said, notes. We're going to take those on Monday and Tuesday, so make sure you show up. Assignment number 2, I break down the project here. You're going to be given a food web. You need to turn it into an energy pyramid. And probably right now you're like, what? Well, that's because you need to come to the Monday, Tuesday meeting where we go over the notes. So if you don't get the notes from Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be extremely lost on this project for the next week and a half. So make sure you get those notes or come to class on Monday and Tuesday. What I have here is the step-by-step instructions of how to do the project. I break it down into this is what you need to do, then do this, then do this. I give you examples of what I'm looking at. You'll be drawing some pictures for the project, labeling those pictures. The labels are key. You'll be learning about things called trophic levels. That's very important to know what those are. And so you'll be labeling producers or autotrophs. You'll be labeling consumers or heterotrophs. You'll be labeling other heterotrophs, consumer level 2s, consumer level 3s. We'll be talking about decomposers or saprotrophs. And then, so basically you're gonna make this big pyramid on a piece of paper. It's gonna have little drawings of animals and organisms and plants and trees, all sorts of stuff. And you're gonna have label all over the place on that, and that's gonna be your picture. And then from that picture, you're going to be writing a full summary. And so this is kind of similar to what we do with concept map, right? We put all the information in a diagram, and then we write a summary from that diagram. Well, instead, this time the diagram is going to be an energy pyramid with pictures and labels, and then you're gonna write sentences. Now, I break down exactly how to write those sentences here in step 9. So the written summary for the energy pyramid, all right? First paragraph, answer those questions in complete sentences with as much detail as possible. A paragraph about producers, answer them in sentences with as much detail. The biggest paragraph is the one about consumers. Answer all those questions with as much detail. And then the last paragraph is about decomposers. So you can look at this and go, dang, that's gonna be like at least a page of writing. Yeah, at least. Page handwritten, probably almost a page typed. You can type it, you can handwrite it, it's totally up to you. But you can see how you've got to create a whole pyramid with all these types of drawings, and then you got to write a summary. This is not something you're going to be able to bust out in like 30 minutes on a Thursday night. This is a big project. For those of you that have been wondering about how do I get my grade up, this is a great way to get your grade up. I'm going to make this project probably worth somewhere between 100 and 200 points, where our essential questions have been like 20 points. And this is going to be like somewhere between 100 and 200. So this is a big deal. This is like 5 times to 8 times more important than an essential question. So that is a way to get your grade up. Do well on this project. Put in your effort on this project. Like I said, this week, we're going to go over notes Monday, Tuesday. We'll talk about what the project is and get started on it Wednesday and Thursday. Then next week, on week 9, we will go over some more on Monday and Tuesday about the project. And then I think what I'll do next week after that is just be there to answer questions and support you and help you out wherever you're getting stuck. And so that way your project is done on Friday. Again, 2 pieces to this project: the energy pyramid diagram, that's one thing, and the written summary, that's another. And so we'll talk about this week. And that's gonna finish off our work this week and next week till the end, till fall quarter. And then you'll go into fall break, and then we'll come back from fall break. We'll continue doing some learning with this type of information as we head into the holidays, and then finish off the first semester in December. Remember, December is when the grade becomes permanent. Parents, if you were watching this, I know you got progress reports last week, and you may be none too thrilled with some of the grades the students are getting. There are opportunities to get their grades up. I think one of the things that people are not taking advantage of is coming to the Friday meetings and asking questions and saying, how can you help me? How can I get my grade up? What can I do? This takes effort. This takes their motivation to say, I want to do something about my grade. The opportunity is there. These videos are there. The online notebook is there. I'm here to support them through messages, Jupiter messages, Friday meetings. So if you don't take advantage of it, then you're not going to get the grade that you probably want for the class. So take advantage of these things. Don't wait until November and come to me and say, what can I do to get my grade up? Because in November, I'm gonna go, not much, maybe a final exam, that's about it. And so take care of it now before it becomes a problem. Okay, with that, I wish you all well. I'll see you on Monday and Tuesday for our first meeting.